If you've ever watched an NFL game and thought, I could actually make money from this, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world are getting into sports betting, especially on the National Football League, because it combines entertainment, strategy, and the thrill of competition. But if you're a complete beginner, it can feel confusing at first. Odds, spreads, money lines, it all sounds like a different language. So in this guide, I'm going to walk you through everything in a smooth, simple way, so that by the end, you'll understand exactly how to place your first NFL bet with confidence. Let's start with the most important thing. Betting is not just guessing. A lot of beginners make the mistake of thinking it's all luck, but the reality is that smart betting comes down to understanding how the system works and making informed decisions. Once you get that part right, everything starts to feel a lot easier. First, you need a sportsbook. This is simply a platform where you place your bets. Popular ones include BetMGM, FanDuel, DraftKings, and others depending on your region. When you sign up, most sportsbooks will offer a welcome bonus, which can give you extra money or risk-free bets to start with. Always read the terms carefully though, because these bonuses usually come with conditions. After creating your account and depositing some money, you're ready to explore the betting options. Now this is where things get interesting. The most common types of bets in NFL games are the money line, the point spread, and the over/under. Let's break these down in the simplest way possible. The money line is the easiest to understand. You're simply picking which team will win the game. If you believe the Kansas City Chiefs will beat the Buffalo Bills, you place a money line bet on the Chiefs. That's it. But the catch is in the odds. If a team is heavily favoured, you'll win less money compared to betting on an underdog. So while it's easier to pick favourites, the payouts are smaller. Now the point spread is where strategy starts to come in. Instead of just picking a winner, you're betting on the margin of victory. For example, if a team is listed as -7, that means they must win by more than 7 points for your bet to win. If they win by exactly 7, it's usually considered a push and you get your money back. If they win by less than 7 or lose the game, you lose the bet. On the other side, the underdog might be listed as +7, meaning they can lose by up to 6 points or win outright, and your bet still wins. Then there's the over/under, also known as the total. This is where you're betting on the combined score of both teams. For example, if the total is set at 48.5 points, you're choosing whether the final score will be over or under that number. It doesn't matter who wins the game here, just the total points scored. Once you understand these three types of bets, you've already covered about 80% of what most beginners need. But there's more. You'll also come across prop bets, which are bets on specific events within the game. This could be things like how many yards a quarterback will throw for, how many touchdowns a player will score, or even which team scores first. These are fun and can be very profitable if you do your research, but they can also be risky if you're just guessing. Another popular option is parlays. This is where you combine multiple bets into one. For example, you might pick 3 different games and combine them into a single bet. The payout can be huge, but there's a catch. Every single pick must win for you to get paid. If even one loses, the entire bet is lost. Beginners love parlays because of the big payouts, but they're harder to win, so it's smart to use them carefully. Now let's talk about odds, because this is where many beginners get confused. Odds tell you 2 things: how likely something is to happen and how much money you can win. In American odds, you'll see numbers like -150 or +200. A negative number means that team is the favourite, and you need to bet that amount to win $100. A positive number means the team is the underdog, and you'll win that amount if you bet $100. So if a team is +200, a $100 bet would win you $200. Understanding odds is important because it helps you find value. Just because a team is likely to win doesn't mean it's a good bet. If the odds are too low, the risk might not be worth the reward. Smart bettors look for opportunities where the odds underestimate a team's chances. Before placing any bet, you should always do a bit of research. Look at team form, injuries, head-to-head records, and even weather conditions. For example, a game played in heavy snow might have fewer points, which could make the under a smarter bet. These small details can make a big difference over time. Bankroll management is another thing you absolutely cannot ignore. This simply means managing your money wisely. Never bet all your money on a single game, no matter how confident you feel. A good rule is to only risk a small percentage of your total bankroll on each bet, usually around 1% to 5%. This helps you stay in the game longer and avoid big losses. Emotions are your biggest enemy in sports betting. It's easy to get carried away after a win and start betting bigger, or to chase losses by trying to win your money back quickly. Both of these are dangerous. The best bettors stay calm and stick to their strategy no matter what happens. One thing a lot of beginners don't realize is that you don't have to bet on every game. In fact, sometimes the best move is not to bet at all. If you don't see a clear opportunity, it's better to wait. There will always be another game, another chance. Live betting is another feature you'll see on most sportsbooks. This allows you to place bets while the game is happening. Odds change in real time based on what's going on in the game. This can be a great opportunity if you're watching closely and understand momentum shifts, but it can also be risky if you act too quickly without thinking. As you gain experience, you'll start to develop your own style. Some people prefer betting on favourites, others look for underdogs, and some focus on specific types of bets, like totals or props. There's no single right way to do it. The key is to find what works for you and stay consistent. It's also important to remember that betting should always be fun. If it starts to feel stressful or like a way to make quick money, you're approaching it the wrong way. Treat it as entertainment, something that adds excitement to the game, not something you rely on financially. At the end of the day, betting on NFL games is a mix of knowledge, discipline, and patience. The more you learn, the better your decisions will become. Start small, take your time, and don't rush the process. Even the best bettors in the world didn't figure it all out overnight. So if you're just getting started, focus on understanding the basics, managing your money, and making smart, informed bets. That's how you build confidence and improve over time. And once you get the hang of it, watching NFL games will never feel the same again, because now you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. And patience. The more you learn, the better your decisions will become. Start small, take your time, and don't rush the process. Even the best bettors in the world didn't figure it all out overnight. So if you're just getting started, focus on understanding the basics, managing your money, and making smart, informed bets. That's how you build confidence and improve over time. And once you get the hang of it, watching NFL games will never feel the same again, because now you're not just a fan, you're part of the action.